All right, so I'm here at V Pizza waiting for a colleague of mine having a lunch meeting. Now that's a business hack for a lot of people. A lot of people don't realize lunch meetings are where it's at. People like to eat. People like to talk while eating. However rude that might be if you got them crumbs falling out your mouth, but they love it, right? So the lunch meeting that I have scheduled is for a colleague of mine that I met. It's been over 2 years now, going on 3 years. I met from responding to a job ad on Craigslist right before I started my company. And that's when you gotta know, don't necessarily judge a book by its cover, all right? Because a lot of people might think you only got terrible jobs on Craigslist, and for the most part, I don't know, that might be true. However, I met somebody this person that I met. Now, the gig, I didn't necessarily vibe with the gig. It was a sales position, roof sales position, and I'm a great salesman. I'm an amazing salesman. I can sell ice to an Eskimo, right? I can sell fire to the devil. But what it is if I'm using my influence to get somebody to do something, to purchase a product or service, I expect the people who I'm selling that product or service to live up to what they say, and and in a lot of instances that did not happen. But that's neither here nor there, because what ended up happening was I formed a good relationship with this person. And this relationship has literally yielded me over 6 figures, easily, well over 6 figures in the time that I've known this person, based off of the connections I made through this person, based off of the conversations I've had with this person. And so the whole purpose of this is just to say, hey, you never know where you're going to find influences at. You never know where you're going to meet people at who are going to help benefit your business. At the same time, when you are nurturing that relationship, don't think, it's like when people get married. Like, for example, one of the running jokes is that when you get married, your wife stops cooking, she stops wanting to hook up, she starts gaining weight and everything, and a lot of that, is true, but it isn't always necessarily the woman. It's the man who stops, taking you out, stops whining, stops dining, stop becoming, stop being a miss, go out and do something. You don't want to sit. Nobody don't want nobody that sit on the couch all day watching TV all day. Go out and do something. Get lost for a while. Get lost on your purpose, but get lost for a while. Let her think about you. And then that would stimulate her to want to continue to stimulate you, right? So it's just like that with a business relationship. Just because you're cool with somebody, you built this relationship, now y'all are, making money together directly, indirectly, however it may goes, that doesn't mean you don't still continue to wine and dine, but continue to treat them, continue to cultivate the relationship, show them that you appreciate and respect whatever they got going for you and doing for you. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm waiting for the person to come. It's another thing that I do that I'm not going to say on this video, but usually if everything works out the way it works out, a lot of reciprocal things happen, right? A lot of reciprocity. Now, what's reciprocity? Reciprocity is when you genuinely do something for somebody else without expecting anything in return. Genuinely do something for somebody else without expecting anything in return. Now, I use the word expect loosely, because when you know how reciprocity works and you do this the right way, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get something in return. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some reciprocity. They're going to say, you know what, this person did something for me I should do something for them. What can I do for them? What was that meeting about? Oh, that meeting. Oh, okay. I know this person. Right. Let me make that work. What was that lunch meeting about? Let me make it work. Let me make it happen. Now, and it works. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times. Now, here's the trick. Reciprocity works 9 out of 10 times. What about that 10th time that the person that you do something for free, for no money? What about that 10th time and that person does not reciprocate? They don't reciprocity what you did. Reciprocize, I don't know. They don't do that. They don't do what you expected. What happens? You let it go. See, in order for this to work, like I said at the beginning, you have to genuinely want to do something for somebody for free. Even if it's just encouragement, even if it's just buying their product, even if it's just supporting their event. You got to do it without expecting anything in return. Even though, because you know how this works, that you know that you more than likely will get something in return. You got to do it without expecting anything in return. And when you get that, when you get to that person that does not look out for you the way you looked out for them, you can't be mad. You cannot be mad. You got to be completely okay with them not looking out for you the way you just looked out for them. Because if you're doing this, and that when you encounter that 10th person and they don't do something for you in return for you doing something for them, and you get all hurt and butthurt about it, you don't even talk to them. Come on now. So that's how it works. So like I said, the what I'm talking about in this is, don't judge a place or a book by its cover when it comes to meeting a good contact. Continue to nurture and cultivate the relationship even after you've already know each other. You've become not just colleagues but friends, and you're making money together directly and indirectly. Continue to cultivate that relationship. Continue to do the things that you did before that made them see that you were of value to have around. And when you do reciprocity, you have to be okay without getting anything in return. If it happens, let it go. That person is still your friend. That person is still your colleague. They didn't know, they appreciate what you did for them. They weren't able to help you at that time. They may never help you, or that help that you were expecting immediately might come a couple months down the road, might come a year down the road, might come a few years down the road. You never know. But if you cut them off for not immediately looking out for you, but then you're missing out. My name is Randolph Love III. I am a wealth strategist, property loss consultant. I help homeowners and business owners avoid financial catastrophe and have the option of retiring comfortably after 10 to 15 years. You've been listening to the Entreprenudist podcast, the place to hear real entrepreneurs and business owners bear it all.